when you think you can do it, and you know you will win. You align with life that breathes you, and the strength alive within, and you will know how strong your wind blows. Look inside of you for the truth, the voice inside of you, the calling from within will guide you on your path to heaven. Oh, 'cause how can they know which way your wind blows? Oh, mama, sing your sweet song. Sing, mama, sing for me. Oh, papa, cry your heart out. Cry, papa, feel the release. I caught a fever, I put my guard down, became a believer, attuned to receive. Now I see plenty, and all around me, I'm blessed to have any at all. Oh, mama, sing your sweet song. Sing, mama, sing for me. Oh, papa.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease, and I am happy. I am happy. I am happy.
Good morning, Napa Valley. So good to see everybody here this morning. What a beautiful day we have. I'm Reverend Jay, the spiritual director here. And we want to start the morning out with a little music. Astra Fox has returned. Let's give her a round of applause and welcome her.
Good morning. Come on up, Casper. Casper's going to lead us in the sign language for this chant, I Choose Love. So just follow along with him, and let's affirm choosing love and joy this morning. Sing it with me. I choose love. 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 All right, now you get to rock out. Na 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 I choose joy. 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 All right, move your body. Na 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 I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. Sing it out. I choose love. I choose love. I choose I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. Oh. Thank you, Casper.
So just turn towards your neighbor, introduce yourself, and tell them what you're choosing today. Are you choosing joy, choosing love? What are you choosing today? We welcome you today, so people online as well as here in person. If this happens to be your first time, we give you a special welcome and have acknowledgement of you later in the service. We also welcome if it's your first time in a while being here. We always appreciate having you in community. This is a blessed community in so many ways that we are practicing being spiritual, being this presence here. And so thank you for being a part of this online and here in person. We have a special guest speaker today, Ministerial Candidate Rach DiPaola. Let's welcome her. I'll say more about her later, but in the meantime, just sit back and enjoy this beautiful service. And we will open up by reading our vision and mission statement. If you'll look up online on your screen and read with me. We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement: leading a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. a glorious service we have today planned with wonderful music and a great message. So glad to have everybody here. I do want to go over a few announcements before we begin. The first one is that on September 11th, there's a new class I'm teaching called 5 Steps to Freedom. It goes through affirmative prayer, not only teaching about it, but actually practicing it as a way to manifest that which we're seeking in our life, to really know it in our body. It's more than a mental exercise. It is a knowingness within us, and it's to come to that as a process to learn that. The practitioners have been doing that, and I invite you to participate in affirmative prayer either with this class or by staying after the service to experience it with practitioners. Both are wonderful to do just to get this sense of a deeper sense of spirit and a deeper sense of what is calling you and what you can claim in your life. Then the Sunday before that, which is just next Sunday actually, I'm going to do a free workshop on affirmative prayer, both as an introduction to the class, if you're kind of curious about the class and wondering what it's about, but also just as a standalone workshop. If you're not able to make it to the class, it's a 6-week class, so I know that's a big commitment that on Thursday evenings at 6:30. But so you can just come to this workshop or get a feeling, a bodily sense of what affirmative prayer is, a knowing within ourselves. So please come to the free workshop and consider the class that's on Thursdays starting on September 11th. You can sign up for the class on the information table or online. There is a discount for members and volunteers, so check that out. And if you have any other questions about it, you can go to the information table or talk to me after the service. And then a couple other things coming up on September 13th, Saturday. We're going to have a healing circle, and this is just an open time. I'll give a little bit of a little talk, but mini talk, just a little bit about healing, and then we'll have a discussion and also a chance to share about what is calling you, what kind of healing is calling you. And healing can happen in so many different ways, in body, mind, heart, and soul. It could be a matter of something that's calling you, or it could be a situation you're in or a grief that you're experiencing. Whatever that is, please come to that, and we can just open up that time we have as open sharing, confidential circle. And then the very next day, we have a new practitioner who's going to be installed, Carmina Chavez. You may not know her as well. She's been here a few times, but the reason why you don't know her is she's done her practitioner classes through the Spanish-speaking ministry. She's the first practitioner graduate of our Spanish-speaking ministry. So it's so exciting. So we will install her during our regular service, and then also they're having the Spanish-speaking service here, and they'll install her again. So she'll be doubly installed. So it'll be fun to have her, and you'll get to know her after the service. We'll have a little reception for her with our normal coffee and snacks that we have. And then the September 21st is the fall, the 22nd is the fall equinox this year. We like to do a celebration, a ritual seasonally, to bring in and enter into that portal of the equinox and the energies of the equinox. So we'll have a circle that with a ritual and probably some singing. If Virginia's there, we know singing will happen, meditation, and just to feel that fall energy and what it brings to us, invite that in. And it's kind of another fun thing. What we're going to do is after that, it'll be less than an hour, but I would invite you to bring harvest food to share. Now, whatever you want to define that by, you can do that. It could be from your own garden. It could be from the farmer's market. It could be something you buy at Trader Joe's. It doesn't matter. But the idea is to share the food as a sense of gratitude, a sense of harvest that we have. So that's on September 21st. And what's also interesting about that day that will be in the morning at the Sunday service and that during that solstice ritual is that it's the International Peace Day, which has been set aside by the United Nations to know peace. And so we'll have a service that day that's around that, as well as just affirmations around it. This is a picture of Mount Fuji. I never really figured out, it might be AI enhanced, but it's been around long before AI, so I don't know if that was, it's just Mount Fuji in Japan is a very magical place. And the Japanese have led this idea of peace because of the disasters of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So that's, it's good to bring in that international piece of peace. So please know that we are founded on prayer, that we love prayer. We love to pray for others. We love to be prayed for. So please participate in that circle of prayer with us by staying after the service, praying with a practitioner, prayer request in the lobby, prayer request online. We love to pray for you. It's part of our purpose in meeting the practitioners and I. So thank you for opening to the idea of that. Many blessings. And now more music as we enter this sacred time with Astra Fox.
At the center of my being, there is love. At the center of my being, there is love. This love is perfect. This love is in me. At the center of my being, there is love. At the center of my being, there is peace. At the center of my being, there is peace. This peace is perfect. This peace is in me. At the center of my being, there is peace. At the center of my being, there is love. At the center of my being, there is love. This love is perfect. This love is in me. At the center of my being, there is love. There is peace. At the center of my being, there is peace. There is love. At the center of my being, there is love.
And continuing with this moment of peace, I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and just feel your breathing in and out. Feeling the beating of your heart, feeling alive. And I recognize in this moment the peace, the love, the kindness, the freedom, the joy, the peace. And I know the peace is between us, that we are united to love in this morning. And I affirm that this morning the message is great. It is what everyone needs to hear. And I'm affirm that everything around us, it can be peace, it can be love. Y es en este momento que reconozco una sola mente, una sola vida, un solo Dios, el amor, la paz, la unidad. Y sé que esa paz está entre nosotros. Y afirmo que este servicio es bueno y muy bueno, que el mensaje de hoy es el que cada uno de nosotros necesita escuchar. y con esa convicción nos disponemos a escuchar el mensaje. Y I know within an open heart and an open mind, we listen the message today. And all of us, we can say, and so it is. Amen. Good morning. As always, I feel happy to share with you this morning. And what I want to share with you today, it is about faith. And as a practitioner, always, we talk about faith, or we make a class about faith, or workshop, or especially when we pray with another person, Faith, it is our pole. But when I need to apply it to myself, sometimes, the biggest doubt comes out. And after organize, my legal situation, and I got my social, and then I went back to Mexico and have an opportunity to share with my family. When I came back, I started asking myself, what I'm going to do, or where am I going to work? Now I have the social, I can go anywhere to apply. But I had a hard time, getting kind of adjust to the new status. And I was asking myself, for the last 20 years, I had been cleaning houses. What am I going to do? What other thing I know? But in the bottom of my heart, I'll never give up the idea to work at the level office. I want to be at the level office. And then I got a session with a practitioner, and the practitioner told me, you know what? You don't need to do anything. Just you need to trust, and believe that it is the perfect job for you. You don't need to looking for everywhere. Right? Just you need to be calm and down. I want to listen a different answer. And then a week passed, another week passed, and a month passed. And then one day I was sitting with a friend, and I told her, just pop up the conversation. And I told, you know what, I need to find a job. And she looked to me, she looked toward to me and told, I have the perfect job for you. And she gave me the link where I need to apply, and then email from her boss to send my resume. And then I did this, and then I got a call, and then I got the job, And the job, it is with the Sonoma County. And then I have my office, I have my own space. But I think the biggest gift that I found that I get in this job, it is the environment. At least in my department, the environment, it is really good. Everybody is helpful, everybody is kindness, and they have patience with me, because it is something new for me, totally new. So what I would like to transmit you today, it is sometimes we don't need to do anything. Just wait and trust. And it's not easy, right? It's not easy. Just trust that whatever you're looking for, or whatever it is your desire of the bottom of your heart, it will come up. We don't know when or how long. Sometimes we need to wait. And that's it. It is what I would like to share with you. Thank you.
All right, there's 3 parts to this song. And the 3 parts are, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay. So there's 3 parts to this song, so I want you to catch the melody when you can. The first lyric is, love is my frequency. The second is, I am love. And the third is, I am open to receiving abundant love. Love is my frequency. Oh, love is my frequency. Oh, love is my frequency. Oh, love is my frequency. I am love. 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 I am
am. Love is meant to receive. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant to receive. I am. Love is meant frequency. 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 I am. Love is meant to receive. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant to receive. I am. Love is meant frequency. I am. Love is meant frequency. Oh, love is my frequency. Oh, love is my frequency. Oh, love is my frequency.
How fun. Thank you. Thank you. Could you do like one of the parts and then I'd switch to the parts? And it's kind of fun. It's kind of very playful. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I would like to introduce Ministerial Candidate Rach DiPaola. She just has a couple more steps to become a minister, but she's finished all her classes. We miss you. We miss you in classes. We just finished one yesterday. Minister as counselor. We missed having you in class, but it's a delight to have her here. It's interesting, the ministerial students that start in our region here. I'm the dean here, and some I know will grow in time, that they need to unfold and their consciousness will grow. But Rachel came in just, oh, she's already got it. She's already ready. She's centered. You can sense her presence. I think people who have been either in Seattle with her at the Center for Spiritual Living, or she lived in Marin County for a number of decades at Golden Gate Center, know that center, that presence she is. And I just want to delight in sharing the presence she is, the consciousness she is, the light she brings to us. She comes from the tech gaming industry where she's a manager, and those values of innovation and creativity come with her, that she has a joy for spirituality and a joy for life itself. So please welcome Rach DiPaola.
Good morning, beloveds. Good morning. So what Jay didn't mention is this is my first talk. So, and very exciting. It's an honor to have all of you here. I was talking to my friend, Reverend Savannah Noel, last week, and she said, you always remember your first talk. There's something very special about it. And she also, yay! She also said, are you nervous? And I said, yeah, I'm a little nervous. And she said, what are you nervous about? And it was really, I'm comfortable speaking in front of a crowd, so luckily I don't have that hurdle to get over. But just that the message, comes across. And we started talking about nervousness versus excitement. And, it turns out physiologically, they're identical. There's an adrenaline rush, the heartbeat speeds up, there's a little, agita in the tummy, and it's really about your interpretation. Am I anticipating something negative that might occur, that's nervousness, or am I excited because I'm optimistic? So I'm choosing to be excited because I'm optimistic. So I just wanted to share that with you. And the good news is, I'm just surrounded by love here. I mean, first of all, I love a lot of you that I already know, and I love all of you for being here and just being part of this community. So I know that I'm in good hands. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is love. And I know that's been the theme for this month, and what a lovely, wonderful theme it is. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said about love, love is an essence, an atmosphere which defies analysis, as life does itself. It is that which cannot be explained. The essence of love, while elusive, it pervades everything. It fires the heart, it stimulates the emotions, renews the soul, and proclaims the spirit. A universal sense alone bears witness to the divine fact. God is love, and love is God. Beautiful. What does that mean? God is love, and love is God. We've heard that phrase a lot, I think. And it really comes down to some basic truths. Everything comes from and returns to and is made of source. And you can call that the divine, the beloved, God, Spirit, Great Spirit, the Creator. It's all God, it's all source. And it is love. In many traditions, divine love is described as the love that God has for humanity and all creation. And that definition doesn't quite resonate with me or with New Thought, because to me that separates God from all humanity and creation. So in a New Thought perspective, divine love is God. It's all-encompassing. It is everywhere present, always. It always has been, it always will be. Divine love is for everyone. It doesn't matter what your experiences are, what your beliefs are, what you've done in this life. Divine love is for everyone and in and through everyone. And it's the source of harmony, well-being, and happiness. And it can heal, transform, and uplift. So how do we access this wonderful divine love I'm talking about? Well, you're all doing it right now. One, you're here exploring your spirituality. You're here with people that you have a like mind with. And you love who you love. So you're already accessing it because you're alive. There are ways, though, to intentionally cultivate divine love as well. We're really familiar with praying, meditating, chanting, which really brings us into vibration and alignment with a certain energy that uplifts us and helps us get to that place inside of us where we're really feeling it so that we can bring it out into the world and into our lives. Another way is just extending compassion and kindness and generosity to others. That also brings that feeling of divine love that we know is always there, but this is about really becoming more aware of it. And of course, for me, spending time in nature, and that so many people identify with this, that it just, being in trees or at the ocean, looking at a beautiful sunset, it really is one of the fastest ways to just, I'm there, I'm right there, I feel God, I feel love. Nature is such a beautiful way to bring that into your lives. We use this word love in a lot of ways, don't we? Like, I love chocolate. And I love my husband. I love my kids. Oh my God, I love your outfit. I love my friends. I love spirit. And are these all the same? Yes, they are. Because they're all doorways of the source of love into life. So think about what you're really saying. When I say I love chocolate, I love delight and pleasure. When I say I love my kids, I love spirit unfolding. I love watching this nurturing taking place. When I say I love your outfit, I love you, I love connection, I love beauty. And that's all the source, divine love, coming through in these different ways. Even though we use this word in a myriad of situations, it does come down to the source of divine love. Helen Keller said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." And love is the felt expression of the essence of spirit. As Holmes says, it is elusive. It is. And yet it's everywhere. It manifests clearly. Love has a felt sense in the body. It's a physical felt sense. So we're going to take a little moment to explore this. Let's take a breath together. And if you're comfortable, just for a moment, close your eyes. And think of someone you love. Might be a partner, friend, someone in your family. Just see their face. Imagine them smiling at you. Now notice what you're feeling physically in your body. Did you relax just a little bit? Are you smiling? Does your heart feel full? Go ahead and open your eyes. That connection that you just experienced is the experience of God expressing in your life. Spirit expresses through you as the love you give and the love you receive. And when I walk in the forest, I feel love for trees and the birds and the woods. I feel love when someone I don't know or I do know does something nice for me or smiles at me. I feel love when I pray. I feel love when I listen to music. I mean, music is to me is similar to nature in that it immediately pulls you right into that beautiful love spot. And the more we can align with this truth, the more we can call love into our life. Love shows up. And science backs this up, by the way. All the chemicals of oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine in our bodies, when we are generous and express kindness and are giving, they are uplifted, which make us feel even better. So, and there are many studies that show this, which I think is super cool. It's nice. I mean, I have faith and we believe, but it's always nice when science puts out a study that backs up what we believe in. So, but the flow of divine love comes much more real when we practice it within ourselves. So in other words, the doorway to love out here is the love in here, self-love. Bell Hooks, author of All About Love, says this: one of the best guides to how to be self-loving is to give ourselves the love we are often dreaming about receiving from others. And another philosopher said it this way: love yourself first and everything falls into line. That was Lucille Ball. I love Lucy. So why is this so vital, loving ourselves? Well, it honors the divine. When we love ourselves, we're affirming God's presence. It's an acknowledgement of our own inherent value and worth, really. And when we love ourselves, it allows us to show up for others. I know this firsthand. I'm a caregiver for a family member. And when I allow myself to burn out and not take care of myself and love myself, I am not showing up for this family member. I become sort of snarky, I'm snapping, I'm tired. And sometimes it's so hard to pull back from that caregiving to take care of myself and love myself. And yet I know it's something I need, and it always has a wonderful outcome and result. And my daughter, Soph, and I were talking on the way here this morning about self-love in partnerships and relationships, and that when two people come together, if both don't already have self-love, it doesn't mean you can't love someone else. I know that's been sort of a saying. It's like, oh, you can't love till you love yourself. People can love who don't love themselves. It's just that then we are probably, because we have unhealed parts of ourselves, working that stuff out on and with our partners. And it's such a healthier coming together when we both can experience self-love and come together wholly. So I love this quote from Ernest Holmes: "You belong to the universe in which you live. You are one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, the original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air." He reminds us that we're not separate. We're part of all of it. My first real exposure to the concept of self-love was, and to science of mind as well, I found out, was through a book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life that a friend gave me when I was like in my early 20s. And it really transformed my life. It just was like, blew my mind. She bases a lot of her work on self-acceptance and self-love. So here's a quick excerpt, just a little tiny story. Ted wanted desperately to be an actor. The pursuit of fame and fortune far outweighed his ability to experience joy. He thought he could be acceptable and worthwhile only if he had fame. I taught him to love himself, and he got well. He now appears on Broadway with regularity, and as he learned to experience the joy of loving himself, parts opened up for him. There's many ways to learn how to deepen your love for yourself. Louise Hay gives a lot of ideas. Her book is full of exercises to really start deepening and looking into that, and this is just one of them. We're not going to do the exercise right now, but I'm going to tell you about it, and I hope you'll try it at home. You look in a mirror, and she says do this every day, by the way, not just once. You look in the mirror, and you say your name, and then you say, followed with, I love and accept you exactly as you are. So for me, I would be Rachel, I love and accept you exactly as you are. It's harder than it seems because you're looking right in your own eyes and you're really just telling yourself that you love yourself. And some people have, burst into tears, like can't do it, but really try it. Try it at home. It's very, very powerful exercise, and the book is full of plenty of them, so I highly recommend that. So love sounds really beautiful and kind of ethereal when I talk about it like this. Just, unicorns and rainbows, as we say. But what happens when life gets messy and love shows up as a healing force in messy situations? So I'm going to share a story from my childhood where love really, really saved me. When I was 11, I used to sleep with my mom a lot. It was just her and I and my oldest brother living in the apartment on 6th Avenue in the Richmond district. Nancy, many years ago. And this one night I was in bed with her sleeping, and we heard a very, very loud noise, like banging, and a man's voice yelling. And so we were very scared, and we got out of bed. And my brother, who was 18 at the time, was holding a broken broomstick, screaming violently at my mother and threatening to kill her, honestly. And I want to tell you, if anyone had described my brother before this moment, they would have called him a teddy bear. He was burly and the most compassionate, sweet, kind person you'd ever met. And so this was shocking. We were afraid. We didn't know what was going on. And we ran out of the apartment and ran the 3 blocks to the police station in San Francisco, barefoot in our nightgowns in the middle of the night. And my mom went and talked to the desk sergeant and told the story, and he met her with complete dismissal. He said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, did he strike you?" And she said, "No, he was holding a broomstick. My daughter's 11. "Well, we didn't see any proof of domestic violence, so there's really nothing we can do. Can you call someone?" Yeah, so this was in the late 60s. So my mom did call someone, a friend, who came, picked us up, took us to their house, fed us, gave us a place to sleep. This is the first part of this story where our love showed up. Love was in action. This was being held and provided for. The next day we flew to Los Angeles to stay with my grandmother, my mother's mother, and they were brainstorming, like, what do we do? What do we do about my brother? What do we do about Rachel? And this was fierce love on my Nana's part, who this was a very unfamiliar territory for her, but all she did is hold us and find solutions with my mom. And their solution was to have me go and live with distant relatives I had never met, so my mom could try and figure out what was going on with my brother. This family had 4 children, and they didn't hesitate to take me in when my Nana called. And their love was like so all-encompassing. They enrolled me in school, bought me clothes, just like, you're part of the family now. And I think I lived there for about a year. And then one more stop before I was reunited with my family, which was my uncle and aunt and cousin in Mill Valley, where I also was enrolled in school, and they just took me in. I was just part of the family. Beautiful love in action. Now, I know this is a tough story, but it's so important because we were held by the beloved through the arms of these families. And that's love showing up in a difficult, messy situation and healing. That is love as a healing force. And that love that healed me, yes, as a little 11-year-old girl, I felt that love, but I also saw compassion modeled so beautifully during that period of my life, and I integrated that into my DNA, and now I benefit from that, my family benefits from it, and it gets to be paid forward. And so I'm going to take a deep breath. Thank you. Thanks for listening to that. The other piece of that is, yes, that was love as a healing force, but love is not one-dimensional. It was also community. It was, even though these people weren't all in one room together, didn't even know each other in some cases, they were our community, and they came forward for us, and they held us. And so love in community is also so important. Bell Hooks writes about cultivating community, loving community. We can begin the process of making community wherever we are. We can begin by sharing a smile, a warm greeting, a bit of conversation, by doing a kind deed, or by acknowledging kindness offered to us. With this knowledge as our guide, we make any place we go a place where we can return to love. So what about making community wherever we are? How do we infuse our communities with divine love? Here's a couple of ideas you can jump on today out in the courtyard afterwards with coffee and snacks. Just practice active listening. When someone is talking to you, don't think about how you're going to respond or what you're doing or what you're having for dinner tonight. Listen, respond with curious questions, really connect. Give kind and encouraging words. You know, I would say most people are carrying some kind of burden somewhere, you know, and just to hear an encouraging word is so uplifting and loving. Show respect when you disagree with someone in your community. We're allowed to disagree, and we can do that with honor and respect and really listen to each other, and that's another way to build community and bring love into that. And just embrace generosity. Words, tangible gifts, intangible gifts, thank yous. And when we bring this aspect into our community, we are bringing love into the community. So I believe the purpose of life is to love and be loved. It might show up as that feeling of oneness that overcomes us in nature, listening to music or while we're meditating. It might come up when we're showing kindness or compassion or in love. And when we practice self-love and make time for spirit, it expresses through us. So this brings us to the heart of it. All love is divine love. This week, I invite you to use love as your compass. If you are faced with a decision or response, large or small, ask yourself, what would love do? And then listen very deeply. Let's take a moment to anchor this in prayer. There is one life, one power, one presence, one love. It is infinite, eternal, and boundless. It is the love that created the stars, the love that beats my heart, the love that shows up in every smile, every kindness, every healing moment. I know that this love is present in and through every person here today. We are its vessels, its instruments, its expression. So I bless each person here. May they know they are loved. May they know they are love. And may they go forth and shine love into the world. With gratitude, I release my word into the loving law of consciousness, and so it is. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
I'm taking off, gotta go. Destination unknown, no holding back. Oh no, I'm discovering my flow. I'm saying yes to myself and the fire in my cells, 'cause I'm moving with the mystery, honoring myself, letting go to hear
every dawn. You are the melody that carries on. In harmony we sing along to hear our song. To hear
Beautiful, Astra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, Rachel. What a lovely talk. You wouldn't have guessed it was her first talk, right? So lovely. So this time in our service, when we invite you to be part of the law of circulation, we appreciate all that you have given to the center of your time, talent, and treasure, and supporting our vision and mission here. But before we pass the offering plate, I'd like to pass something else. So we're seeking to update our records that are part of our software system. And if you have any address or phone changes, please add. I'm going to pass these clipboard around. But above all, we'd like you to put your name down and your birthday. You do not have to put your year. We'll make one up. That's what you do, right? Exactly. So why not? So, hey, Casper, what year were you born in? Okay, be 2017, if nothing else. Okay. So I'm just going to pass this one around. Nancy, if you want to start over here. And if you're a guest and you're not on our mailing list, or you've been here a while and you're not on our mailing list, you could just add your whole, at least your email address to that. So thank you if you could pass that around. All right. Now I'll ask for our ushers to come forth. We do appreciate the abundance you share with us that are part of our reaching out into the world from this place, from this center and beyond. So what I'd like to do is, we have an affirmation on the screen, and if you place your hand over your heart, representing that which you've given us in the past or today, and read with me the affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
All right, let's affirm together our abundant success and love. I expand in abundance. I expand in success. I expand in love.
We also want to welcome anybody who might be here for the first time, especially online. We always appreciate your participation in this community online, but also here in person. If you're willing to raise your hand, we have an acknowledgement of you, a gift to give you, and a little bit about our center. Do we have somebody passing those out? Great. That's easy. Anybody else here for the first time? We thank everybody for being here and continuing to be part of this community. We do have a blessing for our guest today, so we raise our hands and read the affirmation that's on the screen. Yeah, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community. And so it is. So grateful to have everybody here today, as well as Rachel and Astra and Imelda. I didn't acknowledge you. That was a beautiful practitioner thing. So it's always good to have you here. And blessing for everybody. We appreciate the production team and everybody here. Oh, we did have that one on there. Oh, well. So let's all stand for the congregational affirmation. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through us right now.
Something wonderful is happening through us right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm protected by love.
I'm protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I'm here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
And so it is. All right. Close us off.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. For love, let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Yes. So as we go forth, we are making a new world now by spreading our love around. And so it is. Have a